At the far end of a small town where the sky met the horizon lived an artist named Caroline. People often found her gazing at the clouds, absorbed in their nebulous formations. To her, these shapes were not just vague and indistinct, they were a canvas, a playground for her imagination. This is your host, Danny, and this is English Plus Podcast. Nebulous is a term that finds itself nestled between ambiguity and clarity, a word describing something that's hazy, unclear, or ill-defined. But Caroline's fascination with nebulous clouds was not an obsession with confusion. It was an embracing of possibility, an exploration of creativity. Consider the story of Samuel, an ambitious young entrepreneur who decided to venture into a new business. The path ahead was nebulous, filled with unknowns, uncertainties, and potential pitfalls. But Samuel saw not just the obscurity, but the opportunity within the nebulous. It was the foggy path that challenged him, pushing him to innovate, adapt, and grow. His story reminds us that often in the nebulous lies the seed of innovation, the spark of creativity, and the thrill of discovery. In relationships too, the nebulous finds its place. Emily and Robert were two friends who shared a connection that was often described as nebulous by those around them. Was it friendship or was it something more? The uncertainty of their relationship wasn't a problem for them. It was a space where they could explore, understand, and evolve without the constraints of labels or definitions. Their nebulous connection was a testament to the fact that sometimes not knowing allows for growth, learning, and deep, authentic connection. Even in the realm of science, the concept of the nebulous has its echoes. Astrophysicists often speak of nebulous celestial bodies, formations that are unclear, complex, and mysterious. But within these nebulous structures lie the secrets of the universe, the keys to understanding our existence. Scientists' pursuit of the nebulous is not a chase after confusion, but a journey towards comprehension, a reminder that often it's the unclear, the vague, the nebulous that holds the answers to our most profound questions. In literature too, the nebulous has a significant role. Great writers like James Joyce and Virginia Woolf often employed nebulous descriptions, allowing readers to fill in the gaps with their interpretations and imaginations. The nebulous in literature is not an absence of meaning, but an invitation to engage, interact, and co-create. It's a celebration of subjectivity, an acknowledgement that sometimes the unclear allows for a richer, more personalized experience. The concept of the nebulous also finds resonance in the world of philosophy. Philosophers like Søren Kierkegaard spoke of the nebulous nature of existence, the uncertainties and ambiguities that define our lives. But for Kierkegaard and others, the nebulous wasn't a cause for despair. It was a space for existential exploration, a path to understanding ourselves, our values, and our place in the world. The nebulous in philosophy is not an obstacle, but a gateway to introspection, reflection, and personal growth. The world of technology, too, is no stranger to the nebulous. Consider the field of artificial intelligence, where the lines between human intelligence and machine learning are often nebulous. This ambiguity is not just a challenge, it's an exciting frontier, a space where innovation thrives and new possibilities emerge. The nebulous in technology is a catalyst for progress, a reminder that sometimes it's the unclear that drives us to invent, explore, and transcend our limitations. In our personal lives, we often encounter nebulous situations, moments where the path is unclear, the answers are elusive, and the future is uncertain. Jenny, a young woman who decided to change her career, found herself facing a nebulous future. The lack of clarity was intimidating, but it was also liberating. Jenny's embrace of the nebulous led her to discover her passions, follow her intuition, and create a life that was fulfilling, meaningful, and uniquely hers. Her story is a beautiful illustration that sometimes it's the nebulous that leads us to our true selves, our authentic paths. Even in the everyday, the nebulous finds its place, from nebulous weather forecasts that keep us on our toes to nebulous plans that lead to spontaneous adventures. The vague and uncertain permeate our daily lives, adding excitement, spontaneity, and a sense of wonder. As we traverse the landscape of the nebulous, from art to relationships, from science to philosophy, from technology to personal growth, we realize that the nebulous is not just a description of the vague, it's a perspective, a way of engaging with the world. Embracing the nebulous is not about resigning to confusion. It's about recognizing the potential within the unclear, the beauty within the vague, the wisdom within the indistinct. So next time you find yourself facing a nebulous situation, remember Caroline's clouds, Samuel's business venture, Emily and Robert's relationship, the exploration of scientists, the creativity of writers, the insights of philosophers, the innovation of technologists, and Jenny's courageous journey. Embrace the nebulous not as an obstacle but as an opportunity, not as a problem but as a possibility. For within the nebulous lie the keys to creativity, innovation, understanding, growth, and a deeper, richer, more profound engagement with life. In a world that often demands clarity, precision, and definition, let us celebrate the nebulous, knowing that it's in the vague, the unclear, the nebulous that we often find our most beautiful discoveries, our most meaningful connections, and our most authentic selves.